everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'm going to play the entirety of the video and then I'll go back and talk about things that are going on to better explain what's going on and talk about things that I think were done right and or done wrong. Without further ado, here we go.
I am Major Martin Malesko, Deputy Chief with the Nevada State Police Highway Patrol Division. I will be providing a briefing on the officer-involved shooting that occurred on Thursday, November 11, 2021, during a Veterans Day open park event. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Force Investigation Team is conducting the investigation. This is the Nevada Highway Patrol's third officer-involved shooting and the Bureau of Land Management's first officer-involved shooting of 2021. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department responded to the Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area based on a call from the mother of the involved suspect. The mother stated she received a suicidal threat from her son. She added that he was driving and threatening to drive head-on into oncoming traffic. The officer-involved shooting took place at the Red Rock Visitor Center parking lot, which is located west of Las Vegas off of Charleston Boulevard, also known as State Route 159. The first location map shows the area of the Red Rock Visitor Center parking lot, and to the right, Sky Vista Drive, a residential area where the first traffic stop occurred with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. The second location map shows the parking lot area of the Red Rock Visitor Center, which has 3 levels. This event occurred on Thursday morning of Veterans Day, November 11, 2021, a national and state-recognized holiday. This was the beginning of a 4-day weekend for many Nevadans and visitors that were in the area ready to embark on their holiday adventure. This area is well known for hiking, bicycling, and other outdoor activities. The involved officers are Bureau of Land Management Ranger Christopher Allen. His date of hire is July 2001. He is 49 years old and is assigned to the Southern Nevada District Office. Ranger Allen's duty weapon is a 6-hour P229 40 caliber with a 12-round magazine. The investigation revealed 5 rounds were fired. The next involved officer is Trooper Anthony Hernandez. His date of hire is July 2014. He is 31 years old and is assigned to the Highway Patrol Division in Southern Command. Trooper Hernandez's duty weapon is a 6-hour P320 9mm with a 17-round magazine. The investigation revealed he fired 5 rounds. The next involved officer is Trooper Marcus McFadden. His date of hire is August 2016. He is 31 years old and is assigned to Highway Patrol Division in Southern Command. Trooper McFadden's duty weapon for this incident is a Smith & Wesson MP15 .223 caliber with a 30-round magazine. The investigation revealed 3 rounds were fired. The suspect is Erik Legried. His date of birth is June 29, 1992. He is 5'11" and 160 pounds. Mr. Legried has been charged with 3 counts of battery with a deadly weapon on a protected person, 3 counts of resisting a public officer, and 2 counts of damage or destroying state property. Mr. Legried's weapon was a 2021 Toyota Tacoma weighing approximately 4,500 pounds, which he used to drive through one of 83 campsites that were sold out and fully occupied. He also used his Toyota to ram into multiple law enforcement vehicles. Mr. Legried sustained non-fatal gunshot wounds to the upper thigh region of both legs. Mr. Legried's criminal history includes a domestic assault, and a protection order was issued against him last month in October. Now I will share the timeline with you. At 5:56 a.m., an event was created by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department of a suicide attempt near Red Rock Canyon Campground. The mother of the suspect called and informed the call taker that her son, Erik Legried, was in a black 2021 Toyota Tacoma pickup and said he was going to shoot himself or drive head-on into traffic in order to kill himself. At 6:27 a.m., a BLM ranger located the black Tacoma driven by Legried when it drove at excessive speeds through the Red Rock campground and struck several fence posts, losing the front bumper of the truck from the accidents. At 6:45 a.m., a Las Vegas Metropolitan Police officer observed Legried at the Red Rock campground area. The officer directed Legried to exit the vehicle, which he refused. Legried sped away from the area and eventually reached Charleston Boulevard. Legried drove east on Charleston Boulevard towards the Las Vegas Valley. Legried eventually appeared to pull over at Sky Vista, however he made a U-turn and proceeded west on Charleston Boulevard. At 7 a.m., Bureau of Land Management Ranger Allen responded to the entrance of the Red Rock Loop where Legried had pulled the truck over. Ranger Allen gave verbal commands to Legried that again refused and did not exit his vehicle. Additional troopers and officers then arrived on scene to assist. At 7:05 a.m., Legried fled from the area and proceeded into the Red Rock Loop. Ranger Allen and Troopers Hernandez and McFadden drove inside the Red Rock Loop where nearby visitors were located. At 7:07 a.m., Ranger Allen observed Legried in the Middle Visitor Center parking lot and attempted to block him in. Ranger Allen exited his vehicle and issued verbal commands to Legried. Legried then rammed Ranger Allen's patrol vehicle and proceeded down the driveway to the lower level parking lot. The first video shows Ranger Allen's body-worn camera where Legried rams into his patrol vehicle.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we contacted this guy earlier. He failed to stop for us at the fee booth. He's now at the visitor center. Looks like the middle parking lot. I am going to block him in.
Visitor center on the parking lot. You're going to block him in Metro and NHP. Is that with you?
Get your hands up! Get your hands up now!
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Don't do it!
You can start to him up there. I believe NHP has been driving all over the place.
Stop or I'll shoot! Stop or I'll shoot!
The second video is from the same event, different perspective. This video is from Trooper McFadden's in-car dash camera in the middle level parking lot.
Put your hands up now! Put your hands up now! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! 5544, he just rammed it. Trooper. Get out of the car!
This is the third video showing the same event from Trooper McFadden's body-worn camera from the middle level parking lot.
5544, we're out with him at the visitor center.
44, copy out with the subject at the visitor center.
Put your hands up now! Put your hands up now! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
5544, he just rammed it. Trooper.
Get out of the car!
Trooper Hernandez followed Legried to the lower level parking lot where he struck Legried in an attempt to stop him. Legried then accelerated his vehicle toward another highway patrol vehicle that arrived where shots were then fired. Legried then drove away toward the middle level visitor center parking lot. At 7:10 a.m., Legried finally stopped his vehicle in the visitor center parking lot. At 7:16 a.m., Legried was extracted from the vehicle by officers and troopers. The next set of videos will show these series of events. This video is from Trooper Hernandez's in-car dash camera from the lower level parking lot.
5544, I copy, you just rammed a trooper.
5544, he just rammed my vehicle. And the Ranger vehicle in pursuit.
544, I copy, you rammed your vehicle and a Ranger vehicle and in pursuit.
This is Trooper Hernandez's body-worn camera, same event from a different perspective.
I hear noise. He's trying to get out. You hear something?
Right behind you.
Okay. He's trying to start it.
Go again.
Watch out! Watch out! Oh shit! He's taking off. Watch out! Watch out! Stop the car! Get out! Get out!
This is Trooper McFadden's body-worn camera from the lower level parking lot.
Yes! Hands up!
5544, got him stopped.
Hands up!
Visitor center still. We got his vehicle parked. We're boxed in.
Hands Get out of the car now! You got a visual? Nope. No visual. Airbag deploy. Airbag deploy. No visual. Let me get right here. You hear something? You trying to start it? What's that?
4451, please switching 5 to the 1.
What's that? Drop the car! Drop the car! Drop the car! 5544, shots fired. Get out of the car! Get out! Get out! Get out of the car! Put your hands up!
This final video is from Sergeant Carell's body-worn camera as officers took Legried into custody. Following this video, they rendered life-saving aid and applied 2 tourniquets to Legried's lower extremities to help control the bleeding.
How clear is your view of his hands? You gotta shut the car off and throw the keys out.
Put the car park and turn the car off.
Shut the car off and throw the keys out. Shut the car off. Turn the car and throw the keys.
No.
Then open the door. Right where you can open the door handle's right there. Watch, you got one coming up the hill on the other side. Unlock it. Just unlock it. Put your hands like this. Put your hands like this. Get your shield. Get your shield. Get up. No, come with me. Come in this way. We're gonna let's keep your hands like this. Keep your hands just like that.
Okay, your hands off. We got it.
You already shot me in the leg, right? You did an assault rifle through my fucking
Okay,
head.
just keep your hands where you can see them. Just keep them just like that. Just
You
like that.
already shot me in the
Okay,
leg.
slow down. Slow down, bro. We're gonna get you, okay? I'm here to get you. I'm here to get you. Come on, come on, come with me. Come with me. Let go.
Where you shot?
In the leg. You're gonna come towards me, okay? You're gonna come towards me. I'm gonna put you right on the ground so we can get something on your leg. Come towards me. You're okay. I got you. I got you. I got it. I got it. Put your hands on your back and go to the ground. Go to the ground. Go to the ground. Come on. Somebody get a tourniquet on his leg. Get a tourniquet on his leg. Oh, fuck. I got you.
The Nevada Highway Patrol troopers and Bureau of Land Management officer exercised sound judgment and courage during a pressurized and life-threatening situation. Legried's actions threaten the safety of our community, motorists, and Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area park visitors. Officers and troopers handled this rapidly evolving and violent situation with extreme caution and care. I commend them as well as our dispatchers for their professionalism and commitment to safeguarding Nevada. I would like to thank the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, the Bureau of Land Management, and all first responders for their continued support and assistance in this investigation. Public safety remains the highest priority of the Nevada State Police, Highway Patrol Division, and our law enforcement partners. Thank you and drive safely.
All right, let's get into it. I have to say, I like their presentation. I like how they
His date of hire is
kind of lay all the stuff out here and kind of, show who all the people are in this, and, they show the different weapons involved and stuff like that. I just like that. I think it's a pretty good way of presenting the information to people. So I believe this is the guy that when we, some of the first footage you see, he gets out with the pepper ball gun, and I know for sure, obviously, this is the guy we see with the rifle. And I guess we don't really get to see a good piece of footage from him, per se. But I think from their other footage, we see him. And then Crazy Dude. Not just Crazy Dude, but batshit Crazy Dude. Apparently he'd been driving around through camps and stuff and just doing what crazy people do.
Metro and NHP, is that with you?
Get your hands up! Get your hands up now!
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Don't do it!
Out of the car!
So really, at this point, what he's holding, it's not effective.
Get your hands up! Get your hands up now!
I mean, he maybe would have had the opportunity to. I mean, actually, no, he would have no opportunity to fire at this point because the only thing that you can see is his head. Him having a pepper ball gun out is kind of useless at this point. The guy just gets back inside the vehicle, and those pepper balls aren't going to go through the windshield or nothing. So he's just basically holding this thing, and it's doing nothing. Now, later on, when they are at when they're at this point, and they're giving him these commands to get the hell out of the car, then I definitely think that pepper ball gun could have been very easily utilized and fire in through this broken window and start landing them into the bag, into the windshield area, and fill the car with it, and tell him he's going to have to crawl his ass out the window to get out of that. But in the beginning of this, I mean, this is useless pretty much. I mean, you're not going to have any desired effect by shooting at the windshield or the hood of the car or anything like that.
Don't do it!
If you can start to him up there, I believe NHP has been driving all over the place.
Stop, I'll shoot! Stop or I'll shoot!
Has been driving all over the place.
At that point, I think he could have started shooting. I mean, he was behind this. He just rammed this very heavy vehicle into him. Yeah, I mean, I think he would have been justified at this point to go ahead and just start shooting.
I'll shoot! Stop or I'll shoot!
The second video is from the same event, different perspective. This video is from Trooper McFadden's in-car dash camera in the
Get out of the car!
I like how he has his rifle out and ready as he's coming to this call.
from Trooper McFadden's body-worn camera from the middle level parking lot.
He's got it out. It's between his legs. So he's taken the time to get this rifle out of its locking mechanism. And he's got it right there between his legs, ready to get it out and put it in play. I like that.
5544, we're out with him at the visitor center.
44, copy out with the subject at the visitor center.
Put your hands up now! Put your hands up now! Get out of the car! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car!
So at that point where he rammed his vehicle into the other officer's vehicle, this officer, this trooper here, I think he was probably in the best position to just go ahead and start shooting and put effective rounds on target. So I think he one, could have started shooting at this point, and B, should have started shooting at this point.
Get out of the car! 5544, he just rammed it. Trooper, get out of the car!
And then I definitely feel that he would have been justified in shooting at this point and should have shot at this point. He is having to backpedal away, and this guy is driving towards him. Could have shot, should have shot.
Trooper Hernandez followed the accelerated his vehicle, then stopped his vehicle from the event.
544 is in my vehicle and the Ranger vehicle in pursuit.
I like that. Bye-bye.
Your vehicle in pursuit. Ranger vehicle in pursuit. Vehicle in pursuit.
Didn't pause it in time. All right. So this officer here decides to just go ahead and ram the suspect vehicle. I like that. This dude is obviously using his vehicle as a weapon, and they need to disable his weapon. And this officer does a pretty good job. He comes in, he rams the driver's side of the vehicle. I think he rams it pretty good too. That momentarily puts that vehicle out of commission. He eventually gets it started back up and can move. But for the most part, it kind of disables him and prevents him from continuing on.
This
He's trying to get out. You hear something? Okay. He's trying to start it. Watch out! Watch out! Oh shit! He's taking off. Watch out! Watch out! Stop the car! Get out!
Okay, so we do, earlier when I was looking at the photographs of the people, so we do see from his camera view, this guy. So we do see from his camera view of him getting the shoot.
Get out!
This is Trooper McFadden's body-worn camera from the lower level parking lot.
5544, got him stopped.
Hands up!
Visitor center still. We got his vehicle parked. We're boxed in.
Hands up!
Get out of the car now!
You got a visual?
Nope.
No visual. Airbag deployed.
Airbag deploy. No visual. Let me get right here.
You hear something? He's trying to start it. Watch out!
4451, please switch 5 to the west.
Watch out!
Drop the car! Drop the car!
Stop the car!
Drop the car! 5544, shots fired.
Stop the car!
Drop the car! 5544. Drop the car!
Stop the car!
Drop the car! 5544, shots.
So obviously he's feeling the pain from the rounds that have gone into him.
Shots fired. Get out of the car!
Get out! Get out!
Get out of the car! Put your hands up!
This final video is from Sergeant rendered bleeding.
So he's obviously moved since he's been shot. So at first, what we see, oops, get out of there. Well, let's back it up some. So there's not a whole lot around, right? So we got some road and we've got a curb here. There's a curb there with some steps that are going up. And that's it. Here, boom. Here we see a building. So it almost appears as though he's gone from this lower parking area and has gone back up to this area up here. And so if we go to the very beginning of this,
failed to stop for us at the fee booth.
Like, you can see
Get your hands up!
a building over here. So it looks like from where he was at down there in the bottom, he came all the way back up here and then has parked somewhere over in here close to this building. And of course, that isn't shown. When we look at the timestamp, so we got 7:15 on this, and then backing it up, it's the 7:09. So within that time frame, this guy was able to move his vehicle and then drive all the way back up top.
Turn the car and throw the keys.
So that pepper ball gun, in my opinion, this would have been the great time to utilize that. I think they could have gotten good compliance and just fired a bunch of pepper balls into the car, and he's either A, going to have to crawl out of that car, or B, he's actually going to figure out how to open that door and get out of that car, because he's not going to want to stay in there with all that OC dust in there.
And open the door right where the hill on the other side. Put your hands up. Come with me.
Okay. You did an assault rifle through my fucking
Okay,
head.
just keep your hands where you can see them. Just keep them just like that. Just
You
like that.
already shot me in the
Okay,
legs.
slow down. Slow down, bro.
And then this fucking idiot is complaining that he's been shot. Like he doesn't realize the fact that he has taken a big ass truck and weaponized it.
We're gonna get you, okay? I'm here to get you. I'm here to get you. Come on, come with me. Come with me. Let go.
At this point, it's a little too soft. I personally think that they should have ripped his ass out of that fucking vehicle and slammed his ass on the ground and cuffed him up. I don't know why they went soft on the approach at this point. I don't know. I have no idea why they're doing it like this. I would expect for them to just, I mean, as soon as he gets his hand on him, yank his ass out that fucking car and slam him on the ground and get him cuffed up. That's the expectation I have. But they, for whatever reason, didn't decide to do that. They slowly
You're
and
gonna come towards me,
carefully
okay? You're gonna come towards me.
get him
I'm
out
gonna
of the
put you right on the
vehicle.
ground so we can get something on your leg. Come towards me. You're okay. I got you. I got you. I got it. I got it. Put your hands on your back and go to the ground. Go to the ground. Go to the ground. Come on. Somebody get a tourniquet on his leg. Get a tourniquet on his leg. I got you.
Then
And then we don't see any more footage from this. It did at the beginning show a little diagram of this guy and his injuries. Let's see if it'll do it after
a public
this.
officer, and 2 counts of damage or destroying state property. 45 occupied. Mr. Legried sustained non-fatal.
There we go. So these were the injuries that he received. Bullet wounds into his thigh area. Now, of course, he's in a seated position in the vehicle. So when they were shooting, rounds went in through the door area of the vehicle and was low enough to hit him in the legs. Well below the window. Um, maybe a foot or so from the window frame down is where about his legs would be. So what's going on there? Like, why were the rounds going into his legs instead of his upper torso and his head area? And the only thing that I can think of off the top of my head is, look at the video.
Visitor center still. We got deploy, no visual. Let me get right here. Deploy, no visual. Let me get right here.
This distance right here, he's pretty close. And so you have your holdovers, and he could have had his red dot on the guy, his torso area, but because he's at such a close distance, the barrel is actually more in line with the door. And if he was wanting to have his rounds go into the dude's chest, then he would have to bring his red dot a little bit higher to have those rounds land into him. So when you think about how a rifle is zeroed with a sight, your sight is a straight line. The barrel is not exactly 100% straight and parallel with the line of sight of the sight. It actually, the bullet, when it comes out, goes up at a trajectory, and at a certain distance, that bullet going up intersects with your line of sight of that sight. It goes up and then it comes back down and it intersects again. So there can be some deviation with your sights on your rifle and where those rounds hit, depending on the distances. And usually at close range, red dots, if you're wanting your rounds to land in someone's chest area, you don't put the red dot directly on their chest. You elevate that red dot a little bit to compensate for the dot or the sight on the gun and the barrel. I'm trying to, of course, the gun stuff, and I'm forgetting the correct terminology that needs to be coming to my head. Offset. There you go. Offset. So there is offset, and I think that's a possibility of what could be going on here. He does seem a little bit further away to make me think that offset would not be playing a factor into this. But then again, I don't know what his zero and everything is on the rifle, but that's a possibility. And it could also be a possibility, just simple missing by, jerking on the trigger too hard or something and driving the gun down. Same with, the guy shooting the pistol. So it doesn't really specify either what this guy's injuries were other than gunshot wounds to his lower extremity. We don't know if these are rifle hits or pistol hits. The other guy who's firing his pistol,
Drop the car! Drop the car! Drop the car!
so where they're at right there, shooting it into him, so they could also be missing. They could be, setting their sights on his torso area or what they can see of it, and they're actually missing and their rounds are going downwards. And then when you think about the angle that they're at, so they're more to his rear and he's up here. When you think about the angle, that also makes me think that would make sense with those officers. He's in this seated position here, and where they were with their vehicles and his vehicle, these officers would have been, over in this area shooting at to him, and rounds could have missed, went through the door, and that could account for how the rounds look like on him. It coming from these officers over here shooting.
Thigh region of both legs. Mr. Legried's criminal history includes a domestic assault.
55-44, shots fired. Let me get right here.
Here's something! You trying to start it! What's that?
4451, be switching 5 to the west.
It also seems as though this officer or this trooper with the rifle attempts to fire, nothing happens, and then he charges the rifle.
4451, be switching 5 to the west. 4451.
I'll pause it. I'm going to turn the volume up.
Switching
You trying to start it! What's that?
4451, be switching 5 to the west.
What's that?
Drop the car! Drop the car!
What's that?
4451, be switching 5 to the west.
What's that?
Drop the car! Drop the car!
Stop the car!
Drop the car!
So it seems like he only gets one round off. And there's a good possibility that he completely missed with that rifle round. And that the rounds this guy received was from these officers over here shooting. That's just pure speculation on my part. Don't know that for sure, but it's just based off what I see. That's kind of what I feel like.
Airbag deployed!
Airbag deploy!
So at this whole point in time, and if I'm correct about him not having his rifle charged, at this whole point in time, he's basically pointing an unchambered rifle at the guy. The gun's not even in fighting condition.
No visual. Let me get right here.
Car!
Drop the car!
You trying to start it! What's that?
4451, be switching 5 to the west.
What's that?
Drop the car! Drop the car!
What's that?
Drop the car! Drop the...
What's that?
Drop the car! Drop the car!
What's that?
Drop the car! Drop the...
What's that?
Drop the car! Drop the car!
So it does sound like to me that he tried to pull the trigger, nothing happened. He charged the rifle. And it almost seems like he tries to fire again, nothing happens, and he disengages the safety and then gets that first round off. And then I think maybe a couple more. We'll go back to...
P15.
Yeah, he fired 3 rounds. So that's kind of scary to think that he'd been holding this rifle the whole time and it wasn't even dangered up. It is a common thing for agencies to have policies in place where the rifle or shotgun inside the patrol vehicle is unchambered. You can have the magazine in the rifle and the shotgun can have rounds in the tube, but most places have policies in place where it's not chambered. It's not fully loaded all the way for safety purposes. So you have to get into that habit of every time you grab that rifle, you go ahead and charge the handle on it. Or if it's a shotgun, you can go ahead and pump it. we obviously don't see him at the very beginning of the video getting his rifle out and getting it between his legs inside the cab of the vehicle. But whenever he got this rifle out in anticipation of putting it into play, that should have been the time to go ahead and charge the rifle and danger it up. Not much else to say about this video. I think I've covered all the stuff I was wanting to talk about. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense, thank you for watching.